I mean, I'm at a loss of words, man. You know, 3-6. I mean, we're pretty much done. You know, I don't get it, man. See, right now there's no excuses, none. You know, during that 4-game losing streak we had earlier, you know, chalk it up to, you know, a couple of different things that could have been acceptable excuses. You know, lack of off season and, you know, team hasn't had time to gel and stuff like that. But then they had that win against the Redskins. Then they come back after the bye week and have a dominant win over the Cowboys. And you're like, man, this is the team that's supposed to have been playing like this all year. And, you know, we've seen the full potential against the game against the Cowboys. You know, then we come out Monday night last week. We lose ridiculously. Then this ridiculous game today. I mean, there's no excuse, man. There's none. There's no excuse because, you know, I feel that we've seen what this team can do, what this team is capable of during them 2 games against the Redskins and Cowboys. So I don't know what the excuse is, man, or you know, what's going on. You know, I'm getting sick and tired of hearing every week, like Juan Castillo saying right now, gotta do a better job. No shit. You know, Andy Reid, I mean, it's the same song and fucking dance, man. I'm getting tired of hearing it. So tired of hearing it. I don't even know why I watched this shit after the game. Honestly, I don't know. Because it's the same fucking thing. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. We gotta work on things. No shit. You know, you've been saying this shit for 9 games now. And it's still the same fucking thing. Nothing's changing, apparently. I mean, I don't know what that shit was against the Cowboys and Redskins. But, I mean, we're back to the same shit. Blowing 4th quarter leads. You know, it's just fucking pathetic, man. That's all it is. It's fucking pathetic. The Cardinals are a team that I feel that we should have beat, man. But when we go into that 4th quarter, man, this whole team, especially the defense, man, fucking the whole thing changes. And, you know, the excuse of, you know, Deshaun Jackson not playing today, you know, that's kind of a ridiculous excuse, man. You still had, you know, other capable, very capable receivers in there. Macklin, he got hurt. He was out for a minute, but he came back in and whatnot. But Steve Smith, if he's back next year, I'm going to be surprised. And I'm not saying just because of today, but he hasn't done shit all year for us. Most of it because of lack of opportunity. But fuck Steve Smith, man. You know, Cooper dropping passes, Brent Selleck dropped, you know. I don't get it, man. And then I'll tell you what, man. DRC, you know, that motherfucker, you know, there's no urgency, there's no nothing on defense, man, as far as having that fucking mentality to get shit done. They need to stop offenses. You know, that bullshit at the beginning of the 4th quarter where Arizona goes down the field like 84 yards, they fucking walked down there, man. It was a hot knife going through fucking butter, man. That's what that was. I mean, come on, man. Fucking ridiculous. And I don't know why. You know, well, actually, I take that back. I do know why they didn't have Asamoah just following Fitzgerald around. It's because Asante, his little fucking pretty boy ass. Don't get me wrong, I like Asante. He's a hell of a player, and he has done, you know, he had that pick 6 today. But his little fucking pretty boy ass, he's too good to try to play other positions on the field. Play the other side. he can only play the left side, which is preventing Asamoah from following these big-time receivers around to do what he does best, play man-to-man. Because if you think about it, if you look back, Fitzgerald didn't have any big plays that I can think of off the top of my head. Didn't have any big plays when Asamoah was on his ass. So, you know, and Arizona knows that, and they exposed that. So, oh my God, man. I can go on forever talking about this bullshit, you know. And then, you know, it doesn't help, too, that we're 3-6, you know, pretty much the laughing stock of the NFL because Vince Young wanted to open his fucking mouth. Well, I take that back. He didn't inadvertently say it, but he was asked a question. He answered a question by calling us the Dream Team, and that's been stuck on us ever since. So everybody wants to, you know, poke at us and make fun of us and all that shit because of that, and, you know, ha ha ha, or whatever. We can't buy championships, and, you know. I don't know, man. It's a fucking mess right now. Juan Castillo, very nice guy. I like Juan Castillo as a person, but as a defensive coordinator, he's not getting the job done. Maybe Eagles fans, myself included, are being a little too jumpy, a little too impatient or whatever because, you know, there hasn't been enough time, I guess, before the season. Which I still, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. All I do know is next week we got the Giants Sunday Night Football. So we'll see how it goes, man. So with that being said, Arizona, you came back on us, man. I don't know if it's something you can brag about because 4 other teams other than Arizona has done that to us in the fourth quarter, but, you know, whatever the case, they came back on us and they won, man. So props to Arizona. They did what they had to do to Skeleton. Looked like a fucking Tom Brady out there in the fourth and, you know, from the halfway through the third quarter on. So, man, it's just frustrating, man. It's just frustrating. But whatever, man. Vic playing off as fuck. You know, I don't know if, you know, this team is 3-9, including the playoffs, I believe. I have to double check, but I believe it's like 3-9 since that miracle in the Meadowlands last year. So I don't know, man. Vic is looking like his old days, his Atlanta quarterbacking days. But I don't know. Whatever. That's it, man. That's all I got. It sucks. But it is what it is, man. Peace. Go Birds, man.